what does a couple's body language say when they're not saying anything at all? Apparently, more than you think. J-Lo and Ben Affleck have sent rumours swirling of a rekindled romance, really, after an affectionate brunch reunion coming less than a month after the singer filed for divorce.
Meanwhile, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce proved they are hopelessly in love at the US Open. The pair not afraid to pack on the PDA in front of the cameras. So, when it comes to matters of the heart, what do those unspoken physical cues really say about your relationship?
Oh, Gemma, that's a good question. For more insight, body language and communications expert Louise Mahler is back in the studio. Lovely to see you, Louise.
Good morning. Good morning.
Got to start with the whole J-Lo Ben Affleck thing, that surprise reunion. The internet's gone nuts with this. Do you see a deeper meaning over there in Hollywood?
I see a huge meaning. And what I see is that they turn up, they looked very tense in the car. They turn up with various children from various marriages. The exes are there with them. She's wearing his ring on her little finger, not the other finger. The divorce has been filed. And they sit down at a separate table from the children and they talk amicably, and then they get up and he kisses her by leaning forward like that from quite a distance, and then they walk away. They don't actually touch. So there is no way that this is some sort of reconciliation. It is a very strong message, and that message is we will not have an acrimonious divorce. For the children, we will be polite, we will get together, and that's it. That's it.
That's a relief. I don't think anyone's ready for Bennifer 3.0 yet, as one of our producers just called it.
I just could not go through it again.
No, not yet. Maybe in a decade.
The first one is still so raw for me.
Let's talk about a slightly different couple, and that's Travis and Taylor. So many public displays of affection between the two of them. Is that helpful to a relationship, necessary to a relationship, over the top? What's your take?
Well, it's necessary for their relationship. So they're public figures and they get the pictures where she's there. She's a performer and she's guiding the way. So she gets Travis, she puts his hands around, she holds them, she puts them here, she turns around, she kisses him, she puts her hands up to his face, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She's a performer. Poor old Travis, he's got no idea. So he puts his arm under her underarm and around on a breast, and he's really, you know, a little bit clumsy. And I think what they're showing is that this is a couple in lust. This is a couple in lust, not necessarily in love.
Oh, OK.
I'm not sure my wife would love me with the hat on. I just don't know.
I don't... How you could love anybody with that hat on is no way.
Hey, here's a big one. What are the body language signs that show a strong and happy relationship then? If that's what we're looking for.
Well, 5. Would you like to play along?
All right.
So, first of all...
I don't have to wear a hat, do I?
No, no hat involved, no kissing. Okay, but bodies face bodies and feet face towards feet.
OK.
Yeah?
Well, that's quite a...
And maybe one of you could lean in. I know.
Oh,
you're right with this. I need your permission to do
So
this.
lean in slightly. See,
there's lots of cameras on. I think feel very safe.
And then gestures. There'll be a touch. So maybe... don't need to
You
touch.
haven't read the HR manual, have you, dear? I just did the court. Yes, a touch.
OK, touch. Smile.
How you doing?
Smile. Eyes on eyes, eyes on eyes. And sync. When you look, he looks. When you look away, he looks away.
Can I just say something? I'm glad Carly's not here because I would have been slapped in the face twice. Yes, eyes on eyes, facing each other.
Yeah, and the last thing is breath. So if you're breathing in sync, so you might finish each other's sentences, you might speak at the same time, burst out, you're together with your breath.
Might be us getting the auto cue wrong, but
yes,
there's many reasons you can speak in sync.
So I'm trying to look at your eyes now, and then it's like it feels weird. OK, can I break from this now?
You can.
Thank you, Gemma.
Thank
you for the permission to look into your eyes and smile with you.
Did we pass?
You passed, yes.
Sorry about the breathing too. I did have just a little bit of garlic last night, so I probably threw you off a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we went well.
Thank you. Let me ask...
No, thank you.
Let me ask about the classic concept of he's just not that into you. Like, how do we know? What are the telltale signs there?
Well, funnily enough, in exact reverse. Yes. So you'd have the bodies facing away from each other.
Do we have to do that
Maybe
again?
the legs crossed, if you'd like to. The legs crossed facing away. The bodies leaning away. Certainly no touch. So backs of hands facing each other. Eye contact contact that doesn't work. One looks, then the other looks, and you don't look at each other. You don't end up catching the eyes. No smile, maybe a grumpy face, and then the breathing is out of sync. So you might get harsh interruption that happens rather than in sync.
Yeah, like a lot of people are doing it digitally now, and we know body language is such an important part of communication. So how does this all play out online when you try, you know, all this essential stuff that you're talking about? You'd have no idea of that online.
No. Danger, danger, danger. Last year in 2023, they said there were 7 billion texts sent, and 33% of Gen Z actually would prefer to run a relationship via text than...
Dear.
I know. How weird is it? So DBL, digital body language, what does that mean? Well, obviously there's no body, but it means everything other than the words. So that means what's your response time in getting back? What's the length of your text? What is your punctuation? What emojis do you choose?
Oh, wow.
These are the ways that people are reading the extra messages.
And to finish us off, any hot tips to avoid confusion when it comes to digital messaging? What's the best way we can get our point across very clearly and crisply?
Well, make your message as succinct as you can, saying what you want. And then if you're not getting the kind of messages back that you want, actually give feedback. You know, say, I would prefer more information. I would prefer it faster. Let somebody know what actually stops you from panicking, because there is so much misunderstanding.
It does sort of deaden the excitement of it, though, doesn't it, when you're having to be so clinical about communication when it comes to dating?
Oh, look, it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work. I think it's got to go. You know, future world, we've got to get back face to face.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to go, the internet thing, but I think you're right. Just send a poo emoji. I do that. It fixes everything. Just makes everything right.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I don't even know where to find the poo emoji.
Neither do I.
No, good.
It's right next to the flipping the bird emoji. My thing. Anyway. Gemma, I'm looking at you now.
Louise, thank you so much for joining us today, and thanks for all your insights.